is that I see a lot of people, I guess, a lot of challenges when it comes to the application. My name is Ahmed Elnaggar, and this is Monday Legal.
But what sort of clients you focus on? Because in the UAE, with one of the most diverse countries I've lived in, we have Muslims and we have non-Muslims. We have Muslims who are Arabs and Muslims from everywhere in the world living here, local Emiratis. We have everything. So on the family law, I guess there are a lot of challenges when it comes to the application and which law would be applied. What do you see is more your focus on, like, or most of your clients are coming from the local Emiratis or the Islamic background?
This is a very good question. Well, initially, very recently, we actually went through what is called an emotional intelligence executive coaching course. Part of the course is about understanding how the team works, making sure we communicate equally with each other, making sure we are always up to date with what each other is doing, so that we can support each other. But another part of the discussion was about who is our target clients, who is our avatar client. We have individuated these avatar clients, both a female and male avatar client. I have to say religion is not one of the aspect that would define that avatar clients. It's mostly has to do with age, with economic with the economic availability that they have to spend on a divorce. Divorce are expensive.
Yes.
But we also focused on providing pro bono services especially to women that are unable to afford representation in divorce cases. As you may know, a lot of workers or employers or executive employees, executive employees that come to the region come for a job, and their wives and family often follow because they go with the husband that has a job. This also means that women often lose their job in the country of origin, and because of maybe education background, inability of speaking English, or simply the inability of securing a job, they suddenly find themselves in a much weaker position from an economic standpoint, because they have come with somebody that provides financially, and not always they are able to provide the same or to have the same financial chances or possibilities. And because of that, when they come to a divorce, it's really hard on women, because they find themselves here without family support, without friends support, and they still have children that they have to feed, they need to send to school. So we find that as as a public service provider, we can't just look at the services that we provide as profit generators. We also feel that it is our duty to give back to the community. And so it's a program that we have. We cannot help every woman. There are certain requirements that we ensure are there for us to be able to support them in a divorce case, because divorce is hard and it's not always the right solution, and it's not always the right time that they come to us. So we need to make sure that before they engage into this sort of procedure, we have to ensure that they're ready.
Yeah.
Both psychologically, that they have a system that supports them, that they have community around them, and sometimes we have to become part of that community. This, of course, is very passionate. I'm very passionate about this type of work, but as I said, we can only do it in a limited amount of number of women per year, because it's really time consuming.
Of course.
And so we can only take maximum 2 cases a year, because every case lasts about at least 5-6 months if we are lucky and we are able to go to Abu Dhabi Judicial Department Court. But it's a lot longer if we go before the Dubai courts. And so
You see this difference between Abu Dhabi and Dubai in this case?
Yes. So Abu Dhabi Judicial Department, perhaps because they started a bit earlier with the personal status court, the family civil court for non-Muslim, for instance, their system is very efficient. Their system works. When they give you a time for a hearing, is a little bit like the DIFC court. That's the time, and at that time you have to be there and you have to be present. And because of that, it's absolutely, their work is brilliant. It's absolutely amazing and outstanding, the job that Abu Dhabi Judicial Department has done in terms of providing experts that are non-Muslim speakers and that are, just going back to the non-Muslim aspect, non-Arabic speaker, and also non-Muslim. Because sometimes, Ahmed, just to be a little bit candid about it, the cultural aspect of a divorce and the way women or men are judged within that procedure can be very different between somebody with background, religious background, as can be a Muslim, and somebody that does not have that religious background. Therefore, that also means that judges, even though they're applying a law, they might still be biased by their own beliefs. I find that because Abu Dhabi Judicial Department has a mixed bag of case managers, and is inclusive and is more diverse. I think Dubai personal status course just started a few months back. And at the moment, I think is overwhelmed with the number of cases, and it's so it takes longer. And there is also maybe because of this being overwhelmed with the number of cases, there is a bit less attention to the human side of going through something that is so much, like it's a huge event in someone's life. It's life changing. And so we do appreciate that in these cases you need to have some empathy.